All right, let's build a GoHighLevel live chat that's powered by AI that will collect information from the person using the live chat, offer them the potential to try our calling, so we'll have an option for it to call them if they so opt, and if not, we'll try to book the appointment. So that way we can automate these interactions on our website. And I'm going to be doing it for this fake AI automation agency that I've created inside my sub account, so that you can kind of see it on brand with the flow in a full build out here. So I'm hoping this this video won't last too long, so I won't bore you, but I'm going to go through everything so that you can see how everything is done, how we can collect this information, how we can opt for them to try our voice AI or to give it a call, and then potentially book an appointment if they don't opt to call. So let's just get right into it. So I'm in my GoHighLevel sub account here. This is the fake AI automation agency. This was a site that I just built really quick. This was some branding that I just threw together on Canva, a domain I just bought real quick. We'll just call it Dialflow. And so what we're gonna do is we need to first build the assistants that are gonna go into powering this, this AI GoHighLevel chat widget. So I'm gonna just create a new folder here. We're gonna say Dialflow. Perfect. Now I need two assistants. I need a chat widget assistant, and then I'm going to have a specific AI voice assistant for them. I'm just gonna throw these in the folders here, make it real easy on myself. And now what I think I may do first is let's go ahead and build out this chat widget. Chat AI. So I'm gonna say chat widget, chat AI, short, chat widget AI. And of course on brand, all my AIs are named Haley after my wife. So Haley it is, and we'll go for a casual personality here. Now I want it to be able to book things to the calendar. I want it to be able to create task notes. Not much needed with self-scheduling, so I don't really need that. I want it to be able to email them if possible. I need it to enroll in workflows and info extract. And I think just for fun, we'll just add and remove tags here. So nothing to do with integrations. I'm going to connect just my business knowledge base just to save a little bit of time here. And because it's a chat widget, I'm going to bring down the queuing to, instant. I'm going to try to keep replies pretty short. And because this is also in chat, I kind of want to break up the responses just to make it seem a little bit more human-like. So I'm going to use multi-send responses. Now, I'm going to tell this chat assistant its job title is a sales development route. And its purpose, your purpose, is to converse with the user on our website to qualify them and book an appointment. And now I don't really have much verbiage around Dialflow as a fake agency, so I'm going to just use mine, and then we can just change around the verbiage that way. So as that generates, the branding, or at least the information inside that company overview, should be pretty easy. So let's go in here and let's change this to Dialflow AI is a platform that allows local businesses and sales organizations to effortlessly build and deploy AI-powered sales development reps with no coding or prompt engineering required. The solution yeah, this is fine. And because this is an AI automation agency, we're white labeling HighLevel. I'll go ahead and say that something to the effect of, with a deep integration into our CRM, your AI assistants can automate a lot of the tasks you and your team do daily to scale. We'll keep it real simple. And I'm just gonna let the AI know that this is happening on a website so that the verbiage and the continuity is there. So why is this conversation happening? The user is conversing with you through a chat widget on our website. What's some important information to know? We'll just say we prefer a very casual response style. And that should be it. We can add more later. Let's update that info. Perfect. I'm gonna go back here and actually pull this from one of my other ones. Avoid affirmation in your replies. I don't want it to say, "Oh, that's awesome. Oh, great things." I want to be really, really casual. Perfect. Now, all I need this thing to really do is, so we kind of know how it's going to initiate here. We know that someone's going to come to the site and they're going to try out the chat widget. So, I mean, we really don't need to introduce ourselves. I don't think it adds any tangible benefit to this conversation. I think what will add tangible conversation, or tangible benefit anyways, is just to qualify them and potentially do things here. So let's qualify. We'll just say the task here, the task at hand is when somebody comes there, we want to ask, probably we want to collect information first. I mean, even before we kind of get into answering questions or anything, we want to be able to know who we're talking to, or maybe even try to re-engage these people in the future. So our number one task here is going to be inform the user that inform the user that you are unable to see their name, and ask the user who you are speaking with. I'm going to break these up. We're going to put them back together, but I'm just kind of getting my thought process here. So the first thing I want to do is grab their name. The second thing I want to do is ask for their email, ask the user for their email. And the last thing I want to do is ask the user for their phone number. Perfect. And I guess we can really call this information extraction. That's more so on beat with what we're doing here. I'm gonna set the persistence high because I really wanted to do this. Now, let me see here if I have any custom fields that relate to this. I don't think so. We may have to go create those. For right now, that's fine. We'll come back to this. So let's go into custom fields. I'm gonna just create a folder. So I'm gonna create a folder and say, website chat widget information. 1 second. Okay. So I'm going to create this small folder here just because I'm going to collect some information and some custom fields. And I just like to say organize with where everything's at. So the first field that I probably want to get is their name. So I'm going to say chat widget collected name. Sure. The second thing that I'd like to get is their phone number. Chat widget collected phone number. Next is going to be email, which will be chat widget collected email. And I think that is pretty much it. I could probably go into some qualifying questions and pull that information. You know what? Let's do it just for fun. Let's do chat widget collected revenue. And let's do chat widget collected I don't know. Let's ask them industry. What kind of business are they in? That's fine. So we have 5 here that we will collect conversationally, and then we will opt afterwards for a call. So let's go here. And so from info extraction, I want to fill a custom, it should be field, this is value. So I'm gonna just resync these. And then the first thing I wanna do is collect this information. So I'm gonna tell it, as it collects this information, I want to call a function. So I'm gonna go here. I'm just gonna steal this from another one because I already have this here. I'm gonna just steal that one. Well, what I want to tell it to do is, once it has that, I'm just gonna fill this here, is to call the function extract custom field to and fill the name into the value. So call the function extract custom field and fill the name into the value. Very nice. Yep, and we'll come back to this. Fill this value with the user's name. Let's go here, then we'll say chat widget collected name. Let's update that. So what it's going to do is it's going to use a function here to extract the information from the conversation and fill it in this new chat widget collected name so that we can know who we're talking to. And then we're going to go here and do the same thing and fill the email into the value. Perfect. And I'm going to do the same thing here and fill the phone number into the value. Perfect. Now let's go here and let's add a few more actions that we need it to take because we need it to fill these fields. So we have name, now we need phone number, and then we need email. Perfect. So I fill this value with the user's phone number. Call the function extract custom field to fill the phone number into the value. And the same thing here. We'll put the email. We'll say call the function to fill the email into the value. Perfect. So now I have the 3 fields I want to collect here. Broken it down pretty easily, and then we'll just say for 4, let's go to the next goal. Easy enough. All right, now we're going to qualify a little bit. And I think this is where we'll give them the option to receive a call. So we'll say task. Ask the user what they prefer. Our AI gives them a call or continue to chat here. We'll just set a conditional to say if the user prefers a call, call the function enroll in workflow to enroll the user in the workflow to give them a call. We'll say if the user prefers to continue chat here, move to step 2. Because we don't want them to put in that workflow if that's not a relevant possibility. Okay, we'll build out the phone one for that scenario that will happen in step 1, but assuming that they don't do that, that they prefer to chat here, we're going to walk through our qualifying questions, which in this fake AI automation agency of calling, right? In AI assistant building, we'll just ask them what kind of business they're in, what kind of industry, how many calls they make per month, etc. Okay, so first we'll say, ask the user what industry they're in. 3, ask the user how much revenue they are doing. Ask the user how many sales reps they have. And then 5, ask the user if they would be open to seeing what we can do to help them automate their sales process with our AI. And we'll say, I'll just put a conditional here and just say if the user is open to seeing what we can do, move to the next goal. We'll say if the user is not open to seeing what we can do, ask the user let's ask the user what are they currently using now? That's fine. So go to the next goal. And the persistence level is going to be pretty high there. I'm going to just go ahead and update this because I'm going to go steal something else from another assistant, which is just my my booking task, which I just usually use over and over again. And so the last thing we'll do here is we'll just book the appointment. And persistence is going to be high there. Okay, so there's nothing we really need to do here. This is kind of a self-fulfilling prophecy, but we do need to fill some custom values here. And we also need to enroll in a workflow. So for this example, I'm just going to create a new folder and we're going to say 05 dial flow, just for this example. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to have an AI calling workflow, outbound call. And we don't really need a trigger, but what we're going to do is we're going to outbound call with our custom workflow action. I'll come back and fill that out in a second. And I think that's pretty much it for right now. So let me go ahead and publish that one. We can make changes later. The other thing we need to do is from the information extraction, we just need to put those what would be custom fields into the GoHighLevel, contact fields. I'm gonna say O2 chat collected name. And we don't need a trigger for this. Actually, we do. Apologies. We're gonna say change contact changed. And so what we're gonna say here is when the chat collected name has changed, right? So assistant has filled out the name. So when that has changed, we need to just update the contact as far as their name. So we'll just do full name here. Full name equal to contact, custom field, chat collected name. And we'll just say full name, or GHL full name equal to collected name. That's all that is. And so I'm just gonna allow reentry here, and just in case they correct us midway through trying to test us, it's totally fine. All right, so there's our chat collected name. And we need to do that with email. I'm gonna duplicate this and just say 03 chat collected email. We need to do that with the phone number too. Chat collected phone number. And there was some other information that we needed. Let me go back here, just jog my memory. Revenue and industry. So we'll do the same thing. We'll just say revenue. And then lastly, just, actually, you know what? We don't even need it for the revenue or industry. That's just going to fill because it's a custom field. Easy enough. It's really all we need, and I just need to change these to, instead of contact name, we're going to say chat widget collected email has changed. And when that does change, we're going to say GoHighLevel email is equal to collected email. We'll just say, there we go, is equal to contacts custom field chat collected email. Easy enough. And then we're going to publish that and save. I'm going to make sure re-entry is on. Perfect. And then we're just going to do that with phone number. Because the other ones are custom fields, it's easy enough. So they filled out the phone number. I'll just say chat collected phone number has changed. And the same thing, GoHighLevel phone number is equal to collected phone number. Chat collected phone number. Sorry, this should be phone is equal to chat collected phone. And that does need to have a country code on it, so I'll make sure to tell the assistant that. Easy enough. Okay, so we have our 3 GoHighLevel native fields, the other are custom fields, so it's no big deal. We have our outbound call. Let's go back, and let's make sure to tell the assistant that when they fill out the number, it needs to have the country code. And we'll just tell it +1 because most of our target market is in the US for this fake agency. Fill out the phone number with a +1 country code into the value. I'm just going to specify that one more time down here. Fill the phone number with a +1 country code into the value. I'm going to just update this. I'm going to update this and then call the function enroll. Okay, I already have that. Enrolling workflow. Look at that. Already done more work than I know. And I'm going to say enrolling workflow. Let's add that action. I'm going to resync my workflows just so I can get my newest ones here. And because we want to give them the option to receive a call. And I may even do ensure the user's phone number is not empty, and then I'll even set a conditional here, 1, 2, 3. The user prefers a call and the user's phone number is empty. Ask the user for their phone number. And GoHighLevel should fill that out. And then we'll just copy this over. We'll see how well that works. So this should be outbound call. And we'll just say the user, just copy this over. If the user prefers a call, then call the function enroll in workflow to enroll them in the workflow to give them a call. Perfect. Okay. Then we can do the other ones for revenue. So let's go ahead and fill out another custom field here. And this is going to be chat widget collected revenue. And we'll say fill this value with the user's revenue. Call the function extract custom field to fill this value with the user's revenue. Easy enough. You may be asking, why are you putting it here and up here? It's just for reliability's sake. You know, AI, when you have functions in very complex, you know, systems inside of artificial intelligence, even though like the cadence is fine and they usually get it, it's always if you can kind of really enforce what you're trying to do with them, you tend to find that the results are very repeatable and very, very reliable. So I'm going to collect their industry too. Fill this with the user's industry. And call the function to extract this with the user's industry. Easy enough. And we're just going to do the same thing here. I'm just going to copy and paste it up there. Make sure all this is saved. And then what industry, and call the function. Easy enough. Perfect. So we have our stuff here, we have our stuff here, we have our stuff here. We're looking pretty good. I don't think there's much else we need to do inside of this, you know, chat widget specific one. So let's go ahead and go into our voice assistant here. Now I'm gonna say this is Haley calling from dialflow.ai for the phone to continue a conversation from a website chat widget inquiry. The job is to converse, qualify, and book the appointment with the user. And I like Emily. Emily is probably the voice I use the most. So we'll use Emily. I like for the emotion to be a little bit higher, so maybe 1.3. The speed to be about 0.85 here. I'm gonna let it come up with the, you know, the opener to the conversation. I'm gonna use 4o. And as far as integrations, I'm gonna put it to the Assistable calendar to book. Then I'm gonna give it the ability to look at the calendar, to book to the calendar, to transfer the call if needed, and to end the call. So easy enough. All right, so we have all of our functions in place. We know where we're going to book. And the only thing left is to do like post-call webhook and to build out the flow of the conversation. So what I'm gonna do is I'm just gonna duplicate this tab over here so I can repurpose some stuff from some last assistants that I've built. So what I'll do here is I'll just go ahead and grab some from this lead magnet into the flow builder. And then for the starting state, I'm just gonna do a little bit of qualifying here. And that's really about all I need to do right there. And then for appointment booking, I'm just gonna repurpose this one too. I'm gonna add a stage, I'm gonna call it appointment booking. Move to this state after finishing your task. Create that state. And just gonna, there we go, refresh that one. And I'll probably start this with, because this one was for a lead magnet, I'm gonna do this a little bit different here. But for right now, I'm just gonna save these, and I'm gonna save here because I want to set up my post-call webhook first. So I'm gonna go to the automations in HighLevel. I'm gonna go to this now dial flow. I'm gonna create my 5th workflow here. And we'll say 05 post-call webhook. So I want to follow up after the call. And the trigger will be an inbound webhook. I'm going to take this and I'm going to put this here. I'm going to go ahead and send a webhook. Perfect. And then now I should be able to grab that and I should be able to get all this information after the call. And then I'm not going to create a contact or update it. It does it by email or phone number. And if you have, you know, duplicate contacts on your sub account, it's not a really efficient way to find contacts. I'll tell you, the most efficient way to find a contact in HighLevel, if you're working, between webhooks, is going to be the contact ID. It's like the unique identifier for a contact. So you do find contact by contact ID. We're going to say from this contact ID, we're going to look for it from the inbound webhook trigger. There we go. Easy enough. And so we have our post call webhook here saved. We have our workflow beginning here. And while we're here, I think we can go ahead and just kind of build this out, because all I really want to do is I want to set an if else just to say, did they book the appointment or not? Did they book the appointment? And yes, and no. And how I know someone will have booked the appointment is if they're active in my appointment confirmation or reminder. So that's probably a good way to tell, right? And what I want to do here is just for attribution is we'll say dial flow chat booked. That's how we'll know that they've been through here. Say attribution. So that I can do another thing here, which is if else, and have they been through this before? Are they trying our chat widget out multiple times just to break it? And we'll say, is this the first time? And we'll say no, and then yes. No, if the workflow contact, I will say contact details tags includes our new dial flow chat booked. And if it does not include it, then it's, sorry. Yeah, correct. Okay. We're gonna move this over here. Okay, and so then we can add some verbiage here. So if they did book the appointment, we'll just say, hey. Saw an appointment booked. Not bad, huh? And then we'll do the same thing here, but we'll just kind of call it the fact that they didn't book an appointment. And didn't book. And we'll just say not bad though, huh? Okay, and this is their first time. That's fine for right now. We won't get too crazy with it. Okay. Sorry, I have to look around this microphone to see where we're at. Okay, so I have my 5 workflows now done. I have my voice assistant now done. Now all I really have to do here is let's inform the user. We'll just say introduce yourself. And we're trying out chat widget on the site. Then ask the user, what was it that caught their eye about our service? And I'll just say yes, how much revenue they're doing per year. And then we'll ask the user I'll just say ask the user what industry they are in. We should probably put that before we ask about money, huh? Let's put that there. just change these numbers down. That should be fine. Yep, everything looks good. All right, so the only thing now I need is I need a tag for this assistant and I need a tag for this one, or a phone number for this one. So I'm gonna go here and I'm gonna create an assistant tag. I'm gonna say dial flow assistant tag. I'm gonna choose my chat widget assistant and I'm just gonna say dial flow chat widget tag activation. I'm gonna go ahead and add that tag, which should just push to HighLevel, and I'm gonna save that. So now we have our tag to activate our chat widget, and then now I just need a phone number for this new voice assistant, and we'll just say 404. That should be a good area code. Let's do 770. Perfect. And so we'll say 770 number. Just to add a little bit more human aspect. If they want to call, I'm just going to say, hey, look out for a call from a 770 number. Enroll them. And we'll just say, then inform the user to look out for a call from a 770 number. Okay. I think we're at a good spot. I think we're at a good spot to go ahead and test. So now really the only thing that we need now is, before I forget, I'm gonna grab this voice assistant's ID here. I'm gonna put it in the workflow action to make an outbound call, or else we would just get a random call, or no call at all. So I'm gonna put the assistant ID there, just so we know what assistant's gonna give them a call. And then the last bit of the puzzle is activating the chat widget. And so I'm just gonna do 00 here, activate chat widget. And I'm gonna do customer replied. And I'm gonna filter it by reply channel chat widget. Perfect, I'm just gonna say chat widget. And then I'm also gonna put here, just for fun, HighLevel's real fun sometimes. So I just like to add an extra use case here is live chat. So that we cover our bases on both. And then I'm just gonna say add a tag to the contact, which will be dial flow contact tag activation. And we're just gonna say activate our assistant here. That really should be it. I'm gonna allow re-entry here. I'm gonna go ahead and publish this too. Perfect. Now, I'm gonna keep this one up on the AI tab, just so we can see the inbound conversation, and then I'm gonna do a little bit of work on the chat widget. Now, chat widget's fine. In fact, I think we can, we probably should be good. I'm not gonna get too crazy into it. I know we're already probably running way over time, so I'm gonna go here, and then I'm gonna go to the dial flow page. All right, and then here's the chat widget. I'm gonna say, hey, was just curious on what you do. And I have it linked up to my training data for, Assistable. So, if the two mix over, that's fine. We're just kind of testing the functionality here. So looks like we got a reply generating. Awesome. Yeah, it's gonna pull from our training data. Looks like we got a multi-send reply here. Very, very cool. Hey there, awesome. Very, very cool. Very, very nice. Very cool. Sure. The voice platform seems interesting. And then we can handle these responses from this vector database, and even let it know to reply in more concise verbiage. But I think for a chat widget, we probably want to inform them pretty well. Okay. interesting enough. I think let's go here and let's clean up the responses as far as being very, very concise. Because we want this thing to kind of follow. Let's go here. Oh, there we go. That's the problem. A little bit of triage here, by the way. I was curious on why it was, really kind of diving into information collection, which is what we have, or, information, which is what we have on our support widget. And I forgot I have another workflow that activates it there. So a little bit of triage, by the way. If you're ever playing with your AI assistants and you're like, man, why did that happen? You can just open this code and you can see our server logs, and you can see that because Haley was our support agent, was added there first. She was the first one to come in, so she gets the conversation. So let's do this. Let's go into, I think I have it in sequences. Yeah, there we go. I'm gonna unpublish this one. Just so you know, that's triage, especially if you're, like me and you have about 10 to 12 AI assistants for different things in here. A little bit of triage, you can just open those code logs and you can see who's taking on the conversation. Okay, so I'm gonna go ahead and just delete this thread. And then what we're gonna do is I'm going to, by the way, if you're ever testing chat widget deployment, you can click this under site settings and delete data just for this site alone. And because usually if you come back, you have your cookies that remembers who you were. We're just going to refresh the page here. And we have a clean chat widget. Another thing I think I probably want to do here, before we get too crazy into it, is I'm just going to delete my contact. Just so we can see what it looks like from a raw run. Let's delete this contact. Perfect. Let's just make sure I'm still not in there. Very cool. Okay. So I'm gonna say voice platform. Perfect. Now let's make sure the right assistant is, there we go. Chat widget AI. Alright, hey there, I can't see your name. Who am I chatting with today? Perfect, that's like the perfect verbiage I wanted. Let's go ahead and just have it create my contact and everything for me. So we'll see this come through and you'll get to see it extract that information. While that's doing that, I think actually we'll probably opt for the voice here. I was going to say I was going to add some interim messages for the appointment booking and chat, but I want to focus on getting this thing to call me for quote unquote dial flow here, right? So it looks like we have our custom value filled there with our name. Great. Let's do Jordan at agentcentric.com as our name. Perfect. And then we will make sure that all of our stuff is coming through here, that we linked everything correctly. There we go, the name's coming through, the email's coming through, perfect. So we already kind of established this stuff, updating this stuff inside of HighLevel, updating the email, awesome. I don't want that verbiage, so I'll tell it not to say that. But we'll follow it through just to make sure that, we're where we need to be. But I'll make sure while it's doing that, while it's filling that value, we'll go here and we'll say in information extraction, ask the user for their phone number with country code. We'll say with the country code. We'll say inform the user we service over 15 plus countries. Then ask the user for the phone number with the country code. I'll just let the AI come up with some verbiage. Okay, or to have a chat or give you a call here. Give me a call. Awesome. Alright, enrolling me into this workflow, and funny enough, I'm using my phone as a camera here, so it's gonna give me a call, but I'm on Do Not Disturb, so. Okay, switch cameras and allowed re-entry into that workflow. So let's go ahead and manually, because the chat widget timed out, let's go ahead and do what it did, but we'll just have it give me a call, and we'll pick up from the continuity of this conversation in the chat widget. So I'm receiving a call now. Hello?
Hi Jordan, this is Haley from dialflow.ai. Thanks for trying out the chat widget on our site. What caught your eye about our service?
I thought the voice calling was pretty interesting.
That's great to hear. Are you currently using any AI in your business?
No, not right now. No, we just use HubSpot, and we use ChatGPT for some stuff, but that's about it.
Got it. What industry are you in?
I'm in roofing. I do about $1 million in roofing.
Thanks for sharing that. Are you looking for voice, chat, or both for your business?
Well, both would be nice, but voice is what we're most interested in.
Got it. Would you be open to scheduling some time to take a look at the platform and make a decision then?
Yeah, sure.
Great. 1 second while I check our calendar for available slots. We have some slots available next Monday and Tuesday. How does Monday at 11:15 a.m. or 1:15 p.m. sound for you?
1:15 is fine.
Let me block that time off for you. 1 second. You're all set for Monday at 1:15 p.m. Looking forward to showing you the platform. Have a great day.
Thanks so much. Okay, cool. And again, we can get really granular and some of the things like the verbiage, and obviously I'm I have my personal Assistable.ai's database hooked up to it, so we can get really granular in the verbiage and the FAQ and everything. But even though this video was a little longer than I imagined, I hope that this kind of gave you insight into building not only a chat widget, but a chat widget that can grab custom values for you, that can book an appointment, that can even offer the option to the person visiting the site to receive a call. And what I'll do is I'll put all of my my prompts, all of my actions and everything in a Word doc and a PDF, and you will see that attached to the link in the description of this YouTube video so that you can replicate this yourself. I think that's about it. Pretty cool. And you'll probably see a lot more on this fake AI automation agency. I think this is where the industry is going. I think if you want to be competitive in the GoHighLevel space, I think the words SMMA is dead is not correct. I don't think that's true. But I think competitively, I think what people are looking for is with this whole AI craze, I think they're looking for a provider of that in a meaningful, tangible way. So I'll probably start putting a lot out over this Dialflow AI, fake AI automation agency, and building a lot of cool stuff around that. But I hope that's helpful. That is how you fill custom fields with an AI assistant, collect information. That is how you converse inside of a chat widget using the AI assistants with pretty much zero workflows, just the activation workflow. And that is how you offer the option to have your chat widget call the person. You can see that it was booked here from the call itself, and all of our automations fired. We collected all the correct information here, so everything looks good. So I hope that's helpful. If you have any questions, let me know. If you need your GoHighLevel agency looking to differentiate with AI assistants that require absolutely zero workflows, zero snapshots, and you want voice and chat that both share continuity, I'll put a link down in the description for you. But I hope that's helpful. Thanks so much. Happy Sunday.